What about Baker Mayfield? I expect him to have a really good year. Quite frankly, he admitted he needs to. Year three is usually when you put everything together. Um, the Browns need to get a really good handle. Is this guy as good as we thought he was 2 years ago?
So I do know, I understand that the third year thing has been talked about by a lot of people. If he's still like kind of average in year three, he's still going to be the quarterback in year four, right? So, for instance, you look at like Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota from that draft several years ago. They're now both entering their sixth seasons, and both their teams have given up on them by now. But Jameis Winston got 5 full years in Tampa. Marcus Mariota was the starter going into year four or into year five last year in Tennessee before Ryan Tannehill replaced him. So he got 4+. Mitch Trubisky in the next draft, he's now going into year four. He's a year ahead of Baker. They brought in competition. Nick Foles might take his job. Mitch Trubisky got 3 full years. And really, you know, the Bears have a lot of pieces, and it didn't really connect last year. So that's why I think they've invested in maybe not having Mitch Trubisky be their guy. But he got 3 full. I think Baker is going to get a full fourth year. So I don't think it's a make or break year. I think we've talked a little bit too much about that because it's his first year head coach, right? It's another new system that he's learning. We're talking about all this footwork stuff. There are still like legitimate reasons that wouldn't be excuses of why it might not be perfect in 2020. There's a pandemic, right? A practice is affected. So I think the part of the reason that you have a chance to succeed with a quarterback is because he knows the franchise believes in. So he's going to be the guy in 2021 regardless, no matter what. So, I mean, like, there's nothing he can do in year three to make them decide to, like, move on by year four. I know Case Keenum's here, but listen, I mean, the guy needs a little consistency in his life. So Kevin Stefanski and Baker Mayfield are going to get a second year in 2021, regardless of what happens in 2020. But man, wouldn't it be nice for it to look great in 2020? But I would like everyone to back off a little bit on like he needs to show it now, because the whole point of this is you take him number one and he gets at least four to show whether he's the guy or not. And if you don't have that kind of investment, you lessen your chances of it actually working out.
But they certainly have given him every tool to succeed. Is there a pressure with that? Because now you've plugged the tackles pretty aptly. You got the best right tackle in free agency. You took arguably the best the best tackle at 10, or one of the best. You've got those skill position guys. I mean, the pieces are there to make the quarterback look good.
Rookie left tackle, man. Like I'm not saying he won't be good, but if there are bumps there, and if Baker's getting whacked on his blind side because Jedrick Wills is a rookie, that could happen. And I am a little fascinated, and it's not that I don't believe in Kevin Stefanski, but like people were kind of excited for Freddie Kitchens a year ago as a first-year head coach, and then it didn't work, and now everyone's excited for Kevin Stefanski, but there's just a lot of assumptions, that like, well, he's, this guy seems like of course, but I don't know. I mean, it's certainly possible that Kevin Stefanski and this offense might have some of the hiccup that Freddie Kitchens had. Hopefully not to that extent, with sort of a disconnect between Freddie and Todd Monken and Odell being new. There are other things in place, but there are still some very important parts of this that are new. And so I think pressure on Baker in year three is the wrong characterization. I think expect him to be better, but I would push back against any idea of like make or break, because I still think he could be in year three, could be better than year two, still not great, but he could still get there by year four. I think that's very reasonable. So I think he'll be good in year three, but I think it would be a mistake to go in with the belief he must prove in year three he's a franchise quarterback, because he should get year four to prove that as well, no matter what.